Hey lovelies, we are moving again, and this whole thing is causing me serious anxiety. I mean, if you've ever had to move houses in the United Kingdom, then you would understand how exhausting this entire process can take. Emotionally, physiologically, psychologically draining. If you know it's draining, then why are you moving? This is what I want to discuss with you in this video, give you an update. I'm also going to share with you how much we spend on our major bills as a family of three in the United Kingdom, Northampton to be precise. So let's get started. Hey lovelies, welcome back to the channel. If you're a first time viewer, my name is Nos MJ. I'm a nursing, family, motherhood, lifestyle content creator in the United Kingdom. I'm a registered nurse. I currently practice as a theater manager. Trained in Nigeria, yeah. Then I moved to the United Kingdom, yeah, some years ago. I currently have my indefinite leave to remain in the UK, although I'm not a citizen. We're working towards that. So you can hang around so you can know about all of this process. I am also licensed to practice in the United States. I think that I'm gradually getting to decide if I want to move to the US. So if you want to know about this also, hang around, I'll share it with you. If you like this kind of content, kindly subscribe to my channel and turn my notification bell on so that you get notified when I share new videos. Currently, I am trying to regulate the days and the time that I post. Usually before, when I was really consistent, I share content every Sunday 12 p.m. Yeah, but now I'm trying to increase that to like twice. Yeah, because I'm really trying to engage more with you, with my community here, because you guys have been super amazing. The reason why we've grown over 40,000 of us is because of yours consistency and support of this channel, which I sincerely appreciate. Thank you so much. You guys take me however I am, whenever I come, whenever I show up, and I think I need to show up more. I love it here. Trust me, I love it here. Please make me love it here more. Engage my content, like, share, drop sweet comments, support me as a mom, as a new mom. It's been a struggle keeping up with social media generally, especially YouTube. Yeah, it's been really it's been a challenge, yeah, and not getting that support kind of puts you off as well, even though I really want to share good content. But what's the point of sharing all this lovely journey with you when no one is gonna even engage or watch it or drop a nice comment or even one that is not nice or realistic one? Yeah, I'm respectful. As long as you keep the comment respectful, it's fine. I'm gonna share with you in the community the days that I decide on. So I want to make it one day in a week, and I want to leave Sunday alone. Yeah, Sunday 12 p.m. You guys can also suggest which days do you think are which days do you think are good for sharing content. Which days do you engage more? What time do you engage more? I love you guys. I love you all. Last year, February to be precise, in December, my husband moved to the United Kingdom with me because we were in a long distance relationship, and then we got married, and then he came to the UK to join me. I was living in a self-contained, kind of what we call self-contained in Nigeria. They call it studio apartment here. So literally a studio apartment is an apartment where your living room, your kitchen, your room, everything, your toilet, everything is just encompassed. And if you're lucky enough, of course, you have your toilet and your bedroom separate, and then your living room, your bedroom, your kitchen will be jam-packed together. But I was lucky to have my kitchen separate. Yeah, and before that, I have lived in different places. I've moved a lot and I am really traumatized. When I moved to this country, the hospital that brought me was Surrey and Sussex Healthcare Trust. Sorry, they call them SASH. That was the hospital that brought me. They sponsored my three-month accommodation. So I was living in free accommodation, service accommodation. All I had to do was just live in there. They literally come and clean the apartment, change my bed sheet, change my towel, do the cleaning. Everything I needed was in the apartment. All I needed to do was live in there, literally. And I was sharing that with a flatmate, so it was 2-bedroom apartment. And then after the 3 months elapsed, yeah, we had to get our own apartment. So that was my first move. And first of all, when I got in, I lived in an hotel. They lodged me in the hotel because my apartment was not ready at that time. So the nurse that was still there, had not gotten an apartment to move to. Yeah, so they can't send her on the street, right? So she was there. So I was in the hotel, I think, for about 3 weeks. eating free breakfast, but I go to my friend's apartment. My friends at that time who already had their own apartment, Linda and Nina, I go to their own apartment to cook and eat food during the day or in the afternoon, evening. So after about 3 weeks, I then moved to my own apartment with my flatmate. My flatmate then was an Indian beautiful lady. Yeah, I even eat some Indian food. Like, I love Indian cuisines a lot. I love to try new things. If yeah, that's me. I love to try new things, even if it's already in my mouth. I want to try it. Okay, so I lived with her, and she does a lot of garlic, a lot of garlic curry, ginger kind of food that, when she's cooking, everything is everywhere. But I love her food. I love the noodles. Yeah. So so after about 3 months, I needed to move. So I got a shared apartment with Linda, my bestie. And we were living in the shared apartment. In that shared apartment, it was about 5 of us living in it. So it was really beautiful. Anyway, it was beautiful. So that was my first move. Second move. Yeah. Then after living in that place for a while, I think about a year or two, yeah, I got a new job at a band 6, because of course I started as a band 3, band 5. So I got a new job as a band 6 in London. So I needed to leave Surrey and go to London. But the apartment, I was not seeing a nice apartment yet. So I moved. This time I was living with my landlord. So my landlord was a Ghanaian lady. She still is, right? So she's a Ghanaian lady. She was so sweet. I was living with her and her daughter, and her family comes to visit. I ate a lot of Ghanaian food, like my journey, guys. I ate a lot of Ghanaian food, honestly, and I loved your food. That's why I said that Nigerian jollof is not better than Ghanaian jollof. I think Ghanaian jollof is best. It's really tasty. Sorry, please, guys, don't disown me. I'm just being honest. Okay, yeah. So after living with her for a while, I got a job as a band 6 nurse in London. So I informed her, and at that time as well, I think she sold the property. So I needed to move before the end of my tenancy with her. So I moved, and I had not gotten a place yet in London, and my contract had not started yet as well. So I was still waiting for my COS, which is a certificate of sponsorship, because I was still on sponsorship. So before I leave to another trust, I have to get another certificate of sponsorship. So I was waiting to get all of that. You have to get that before you resign. So I was waiting to get all of that, and then I moved to the hospital accommodation. Initially, I wanted to move to hospital accommodation, but I also wanted to experience life living outside the hospital, because it felt like I'm in the hospital all day, and I didn't want that. So that's why initially I didn't live in the hospital accommodation. Okay, so I moved to the hospital accommodation, and I was living in an ensuite apartment, ensuite room. It's a shared apartment, ensuite room. So we share the communal areas, we share the kitchen, the living room, and the dining, even though I hardly even eat there, but I cook there anyway. Once my contract pulled through, I then had to move out. So you can understand how it's been for me and why I'm so anxious. Having to move is exhausting. The process of looking for a house, submitting an application that you're interested in the apartment, and then several of you have to compete for it. Yeah, and then the landlord decides who is fortunate and who is unfortunate. You will literally get an email saying, unfortunately, the landlord, or fortunately, the landlord. Yeah, all that kind of thing, all that exercise, just because you're moving houses. It's not about, oh, I have my money, so give me the house. No, it doesn't work that way here. If you have your money, if the landlord is not happy, you still will not get the house, even though it's kind of easier for professionals like nurses, because they know that you have the money steadily coming in. But still, it's competitive, and it's funny. I had to move to London again. Before I started the family, yeah, I knew that if I want to start a family, London is expensive. Okay, London is quite expensive. So I said I would love to move to a less expensive area. My rent at that time in London, $950 in a studio apartment. Yes. So when I was checking other places around London, the rent, if you want to do at least 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom apartment, it was going up to like 1.5. And I knew that we were just starting, that would be a lot. Told myself that I think I'm actually due for a career upgrade. So I said, if I needed to move, anytime I want to move, I make sure that it's for career upgrade. I'm not just moving and going to be band 6 elsewhere. No. So I started searching for a job as a band 7, and got so good. Yeah, because it's God, it's not luck. I got the band 7 role, and we moved to Northampton when my husband joined me in the UK. So we moved to Northampton. And at that time, when it was still in Nigeria, I was the one doing all the viewing. You guys saw all the viewing. You saw what I went through. And then eventually we got a place that was really beautiful, but we got turned down by the landlord several times. We don't know why. We don't know if it's because of our color. We don't know, honestly, because we had good referencing. So We don't know. So anyway, that's by the side. So we had to move. At the time we eventually got this apartment, it was really dying minutes. I was supposed to resume work on the 12th of February, but we didn't get an apartment until like 7 or 9, you know. So we moved in on the night. We moved to this place on the 9th of February. So it was really urgent. Immediately we saw this place, we just said, we'll take it, we'll take it. We were not even looking. We just wanted to move because I had changed my COS, I had changed a lot of things. So I can't even say I'm withdrawing my resignation. We had to go through it. That's the old story of starting the old journey. That whole process, the old trauma of having to search for a place, look for a place, go through the old referencing bit was really exhausting for us. And now we are about to go through the same thing. And for a lot of reasons. Number one reason why we have decided to leave this place, it's expensive. We are currently in a 2-bedroom apartment and we're paying $1,150, which is quite a lot for us right now, especially because we're a new family, we're trying to build, we're trying to save the structure of the house. A tenant downstairs, right? Because we're on the, I don't know how they do the flooring of this country. I think first floor is the ground floor and then second floor. Anyway, we have someone below us and this lady is always nagging about my son stomping or we stomping, and I cannot stop my son from playing. I can't. He's a child. He needs to play. He's just growing. So you come up and you're pressing the buzzer, you keep buzzing and keep complaining about the same thing every day. Am I going to stop a child from playing? You cannot teach me how to live in the house that I pay for. Okay, flooring of this house makes a lot of creaky sound, which can be annoying. We agree. But then do we now say we won't work in the house that we are paying to live in because someone is uncomfortable downstairs? So I think it's about, you know, compromising because it's not our fault. And even when we leave, someone else will come. Yeah, she complains about any tiny little sound. Even for me, as a postpartum mom, I do work out at home. I do my workout like just an hour per day and 5 days in a week. There's some exercise that I have to jump, but I minimize the jumping. I don't want to jump. She complains. So that's another reason why we're leaving, because we understand that I mean, if we're the one as well, we'll be uncomfortable, right? And we understand that if we are in this kind of apartment, these are the kind of issues that we'll be facing. So we would want either to be on the ground floor ourselves or to get a house. Another thing is the way the window of this house is. Yeah, it doesn't look safe at all. And this boy is very active, is growing bigger and bigger. For now, we have not looked into buying our own property, and that's because we are still considering moving to the United States, although my husband wants us to get one. So I think we're going to be working towards that. But for now, we're not sure. So we need to live here. As long as we're so sure, we'll continue enduring it and then move from here out of the country, right? But we're not sure. So now let's talk about the bills. Oh my God, it is unbelievable. So for our energy, yeah, we use Octopus Energy, and we pay around £78 because in this house we have both energy, electricity, and gas. Okay, so for our heating system, cooking, our boiler is mostly gas operated, gas controlled. For gas, we spend around £135 for gas. This is monthly. And then for water, because we also pay for water, we spend, I cannot even believe this, because we spend £103. Hey, when I was single, I think I was paying around £35 or so. But now we spend £103, which I don't think it's normal. Right? It's not normal. It's too much. It's a smart meter, so it sends what we use. That's funny. For our broadband, we use EE and we spend £32. For water, we use Anglian water, I think. Yeah. For car insurance, it's £143 monthly. And for our council tax, we spend around £124. So this is just the major bills. I have not talked about other things, the other miscellaneous, including food, clothing. So these are the consistent bills that comes out. We are spending a lot is coming out of the account, and I don't think if we continue like this, we will save money. It is crazy. Another reason why we're leaving is the proximity of this place to my workplace and town center. I like to live somewhere very close to the hospital for emergency reasons. For instance, if the car breaks down, because transportation link here is horrible, right? I want somewhere that is not just close to the town center, it's close to other key areas, the hospitals, you know, fun areas. You want where things are actually bubbling. These are the reasons why we're moving, and the search has started. I'll let you guys know when we find a place. We are looking into houses. I've been saying horrible structures. That's what you have to go through when you're looking for houses in UK, unfortunately, especially in this rural area, so that no one comes budging or banging our door. Sometimes this woman even carries stick to be eating the, our own flooring is our own roof, right? She'll be eating the roof like it's crazy. And my husband usually deal with her. I don't want to ever have to deal with her again. So these are the reasons for now that we're looking for a place. So when we find a place, I'm going to update you guys. Yeah, hopefully we find a good place. We're searching some places. I don't mind if you suggest, because currently I'm looking at Zoopla and Rightmove. We got this one from Open Rent, and I don't know how I feel about dealing directly with landlord. I'm not sure if I like the experience, yeah, the support from the landlord and all of that. But yeah, if you don't mind suggesting which websites we should look to, yeah, kindly suggest it for us. I mean, I'm open to suggestions in the comment section, where we can get good houses, which websites we should use, and your own opinion about this entire thing, about moving houses. Have you ever had to move? How was it for you? What do you think about it? Because it's a lot. So this is all I want to share with you in this video. If you would like to keep up with this journey of us moving again, not to our own house, so to another rental property. Honestly, I don't blame people who go for mortgage early, because at least you know that you're working towards getting your own home permanently. It will be yours. Yeah. It's also not a pleasant experience, I've heard, but yeah, at least you know that it's towards getting your permanent home. Yeah, and not a home that you might have to live again. So now we're hoping we get a place that we can stay until we move to our own property or move out of the country. So wish us good luck, and I'll be looking forward to your suggestions in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with this new phase of starting all over again. Take care. Love you. Mwah.